I noticed, even though you're here as a Republican called witness, there was a word missing in your testimony, the beautiful word of tariffs. I assume by that omission, you don't think that President Trump's tariff strategy is working in building advanced manufacturing here.
Thank you for the question, Congressman. We're not really impacted by tariffs, and it's hard for me to comment on it directly in this hearing because our entire supply chain is regulated that we have to have everything from raw materials and everything onshore. So for United States companies that serve the defense market, we don't really buy anything offshore, and it's hard for me to comment
Now,
directly.
Mr. Power, you're certainly a thoughtful person. I mean, if the president asked you, do you think his tariff policy is working to bring advanced manufacturing in the United States, would you answer yes or no?
I think we're starting to see countries come to the table and negotiate, but my perspective is purely China-focused.
But do you think his policy is working in terms of the way he's implemented the tariff policies?
I think we're going to start to see tariffs work over the next 90 to 100 days as things settle down.
You support his tariff policy?
I think tariff policy that means China cannot hide manufactured goods going through other countries.
I'm not asking you theoretically. I'm saying the way the president's gone about the tariff policy. Do you support it or not?
Yes, largely I support tariff
Mr.
policies
Kissinger,
to reassure United States manufacturing.
Trump's tariff policies?
Yes.
Mr. Kissinger, do you support Trump's tariff policies? Mr. Kissinger? Do you support Trump's tariff policies as he's implemented it?
I am not an expert on tariff policies, and
citizen.
I would tell you, I am an
do you
expert,
support-
if I may finish.
You know, I noticed none
Okay.
of the Republican witnesses mentioned tariffs, the beautiful word tariffs. Here he is on a manufacturing industrial policy. The three Republican experts are recommending everything but tariffs. Everything but tariffs. Your testimony didn't have tariffs, correct?
I am an expert
Did your
on
test-
enabling
did-
advanced manufacturing
Did your
scale-up in the United
testimony have
States and
any
not on
word of
tariffs.
tariff in it, your opening testimony?
Of course not. I didn't come to testify on
Mr. Power,
tariffs.
did your testimony have any word tariff in it?
No, sir. We're asked to
Mr.
testify on
Mr.
bringing
Bishop,
advanced manufacturers back to the United
Did your testimony
States.
have anything to say with tariffs in it?
No.
So the three Republican witnesses come to a hearing on industrial policy, and none of them mentioned the word tariff, not one single one. And yet all Donald Trump is doing is tariff policy when the three Republican witnesses are recommending 100 different things other than tariff policy. Mr. Bishop, do you agree with Donald Trump's tariff policy?
I'm not here as an economic expert.
You're all saying you're not here as an economic expert, and yet you're giving us all these recommendations for how we build an industrial base. Is it that you don't have any expertise and we should just pick up any random citizen, or are you here as some economic expertise on industrial policy?
Is that for me?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I misspoke on this. I mean, on tariffs, this is just not one of the, I mean, like these guys as well, we're focused on building companies here.
But I don't understand how
And there
you
is a-
don't have the President of the United States is saying the way to build manufacturing is to have these tariff policies. You're here to testify on manufacturing, how we're going to build it. And you're telling me you don't have an opinion on whether the Trump tariff policy is successful or not?
We're here to represent private industry, people who are actually building companies, not people who are theoretical.
This is not a theoretical matter. He's implemented tariffs. I'm not even trying to trick you. I'm saying, do you agree with all his tariff policies, or do you disagree with them? Or are you so afraid that you don't know what to say?
I think all of us have been really clear. We're here to, this is not what we're here to talk about.
But do you agree with it or disagree with it? Yes or no? I mean, you could say either things.
I have the same position as these guys. We're here to
Which
talk
is-
about how to incentivize more manufacturing and industrial
Right, but do you
jobs.
think that the president's tariff policies are doing that or not?
I think it's a mix. I think what you're,
It's
as
a
Chris
mix. So
said.
some of it is correct and some of it is wrong?
Well,
I'm
what-
just you think some of Trump's tariff policies haven't worked?
No, I'm saying I agree with actually what Chris was saying, is that what we've seen so far has been, and what we're going to be seeing over the next 90 to 100 days has been really interesting, especially as more countries are coming back to the table. But I can't tell the
all three
future.
of you are so afraid of criticizing Donald Trump that even though you don't mention tariffs in any of your testimonies, none of you are willing to say that this policy is totally backfiring.
I just don't want to try to predict the near future. I'm not a mind reader. I don't know what's going on in the minds of the counterparties in other countries, and I think this is an inappropriate place to be asked.
inappropriate to ask you about tariff policy in a manufacturing hearing when that's the president's policy? Anyway, my time has expired.